Hello learners and welcome back. So here in today's session we are going to talk about a very important tense, that is past perfect tense. Now as we all know that we've discussed present tense, okay? So present perfect and past perfect are different in context, okay? They are not the same, they are misunderstood a lot many times. So I would request you all, whosoever has not gone through present perfect tense should first watch the same video for present perfect tense and can then get back to past perfect tense. Alright? Okay. So past perfect. Now as I had told you in introduction of tenses that perfect tense is used when we are talking about actions that have ended or just ended. Actions which have ended in past or which are going to end in finish, or they're supposed to end. That is important. That is what past perfect tense also stands for. Past perfect tense is to express a past situation, or you can say an action. Okay, I'm writing it here properly. You can say that past perfect tense is used to express a past situation or action that took place before another situation in the past. Now we need to understand this. This sounds something like some riddle. So we got to get over this confusion and we got to resolve this riddle, and this riddle will be resolved with an example. Okay? See, the pattern is that you need a subject, you need had, third form of verb, an object or complement. Okay, the basic thing is that subject and object are always there in a sentence, subject and object or complement, but this pattern keeps on changing. So for past perfect we need had plus third form of verb. This is what you need for past perfect tense. For example, I had submitted the file. I had submitted the file before the judge asked. So when I used had plus third form of verb here, and I have used verb's second form here, and now see, in this sentence it is important. In this sentence I had submitted the file before the judge asked. Okay, before the judge asked means sorry, what does this imply? Before the judge asked, which means these are two different actions. Submission of file and the judge asking for it. Okay, these are two different actions. Okay, we are talking about. Now, this is what I was talking here. What is it? To express a past action or situation that took place before another situation in the past. Now see here. One action, another action. Before the judge asked, let's say we are here in present, okay, and you go in past, this is past, okay. Now the judge has asked you about the file, about submission of the file here. The judge has asked you here, but you have already, the file submission is done here somewhere in past. So the past of past, that is PP. Past of past makes use of past perfect tense, that is had plus third form of verb. See, when you go just to past, that is simple past tense, that is SP here. Okay, this is SP, simple past tense. But if you go to past of past, then you have to use PP, that is past perfect tense, guys. This is important. So this action took place first in past and this took place later in past. Already submitted file and then the judge asked. Okay. So any action, two actions of past, see, one action, see, to express an action that took place before another action. So before, that took place before another action in past. Both the actions are of past, but this took place first and this took place later on. Let's have a look at another example to have a better understanding for it. So the judge, you can see, okay, before asking, it has already done. Now, when I asked them for the gifts, they had already purchased a new watch. Okay, so here you ask them and already purchased, which means I am here in present. I go to past, I ask them about the gift, and I come to know that they have already purchased a watch. So which means from present I went to past, I asked them. That is why I am using verbs second form, that is simple past tense. Okay, and when I go for before this, when I asked them for gifts, they had already purchased a new watch, which means this is an action that took place before this. Had purchased. The reason of using had purchased here is because this is past of past. This action, this time frame is past of past, and past of past makes use of past perfect tense. Okay, so had plus third form of verb, that is purchased. This is third form of verb. Alright, okay. Now, moving ahead, this was the first use of past perfect tense. Okay, the next thing says, when we use past perfect when we say what we wanted or hoped to do but didn't or couldn't. Means you wanted to do something but you could not do it, or you did not do it for some reasons. I don't know what, but for some reasons we couldn't, or we didn't do it, but we wished or we wanted to do those actions. For example, Kunal had wanted to visit the art gallery before he left for his native place, but it was closed. Had wanted, this is past perfect, because he wanted to, he had wanted, see, he had wished, he had hoped to do so, but he didn't or he couldn't. Such actions are given in past perfect. See, it is also hitting my mind that we can use, or we should use, why not to use just Kunal wanted to visit the art gallery before he left for his native place? Why can't we use Kunal wanted? See, that is correct. The sentence is correct as per the structure. But the meaning is that we hoped or we wanted to do something, but we didn't or we couldn't. At that moment, you have to make use of past perfect tense. Kunal had wanted. Okay, Kunal, I had wished. Okay, not I wished. I had wished to learn swimming, but I couldn't. Okay, so this is Kunal's wish or hope, which wasn't fulfilled, or which he couldn't fulfill himself. Had wanted, had plus third form past perfect. Now, for example, if I say here this same things, this is I will give you the same example. It says other verbs used like this include expect to or mean to, which means instead of had wanted, you can write Kunal expected to visit the art gallery, or Kunal meant to visit the art gallery. Okay, so this is that they are trying to tell you that this is also possible. Okay, other verbs that can be used in place of had plus third form of verb are like expected to or mean to. So you just have to change the form of verb. Past, we're talking about Kunal expected to visit the art gallery, or Kunal meant to visit the art gallery before he left for his native place, but it was closed. Alright? Okay. Moving ahead, we have this. Examples to have better understanding. Why have I taken these examples, extra examples? Because I want you to understand past perfect tense in a clear way. The movie had already begun by the time we reached. What are we talking about? We have just spoken 2 actions of past we are talking about. Okay, one took place in past of past, and past of past makes use of past perfect tense, as we just saw. So before this happened, before the movie had already begun by the time we reached. So before this happened, before reaching the movie had already started or begun. So I am here in present, I go here, I reach, and I see that the movie had already started. So this is what is past of past. This is just past. Okay, please guys, please note the timeline. You can write present, you can write past here, and here in the third one you can write past of past, but please make sure that you note it, because if you don't note this, it will then be a problem for us and for you to understand. Okay, if you keep on noting the timeline, what happens is it becomes easier to understand. Okay, with timeline it becomes easier for you to understand. Okay, now another example that we have taken is she had finished her work before her friends came in. She had finished her work before her friends came in. So had finished is third form of verb, right? Had finished. Now came is second form of verb that we have here. Came is second form of verb, which means it is telling us about simple past tense, whereas when I use had plus third form of verb, that is had finished, this is telling me about past perfect tense, right? This is telling me about past perfect. So when I say she had finished her work before her friends came in, if on timeline I noted this is my present, okay, I am here in present. If I go in past, this is my past. Okay, now in past 2 actions have taken place, guys. We need to look at the sentence and justify it. She says she had finished her work before friends came in. So here she is, her friends came here. Her friends came, but before her friends came, what did she do? What did she do? She had finished her task, or she had completed her work. So this is past of past. Okay, so for past of past you will use had plus third form of verb. Okay, see here, if you see, these actions are not those which are running simultaneously. These are, both of them are the actions of past, but one is taking place first and then the second one. Okay, so here you have to see which one takes place first and which one takes place the next. All right, now and friends, as you all know, friends. Okay, if we talk about these friends have always been this for us. Okay, this is the image that I had shared with you guys. Okay, all right, so we were talking about this. She had finished her work before her friends came in. Alright, so this is clear to us, why had finished here and why came here. Okay, this is the reason why we have used. Okay, now moving ahead, I wanted you all to have these examples to understand, to have a clear understanding. As I said, if I use had begun here also, then also, okay, and reached, that is simple past. This is had begun is past perfect. Now we have done 2 uses of past perfect today. One for when we say that we wanted or hoped to do but didn't or couldn't do it, and number 1 was when we talk about this, that is an action here to express a past situation action that took place before another situation in the past that took place before another situation in the past. Okay, that is when we use past perfect tense. Alright, so this is when we use past perfect tense. I hope the idea is clear. I hope the pattern that we have done. See, keep on noting the patterns and keep on working. If you don't work on these patterns, then it will be a problem. And see, if you have to frame negative structure, I will explain it to you through structures only. If you wish to frame negative structure here, let's say, you don't have to do anything, just add not here, guys. Just add not here. Okay, so it will become I had not submitted the file. So I hadn't submitted the file. I hadn't submitted the file before the judge asked. So you can do it. If you want to frame negative, you just have to add not, nothing more than that. So I'm sorry. So we need not worry about it, okay? It's just this. Add not. Sentence will automatically become negative. The idea is clear. This was the second use that we did for the art gallery. Alright. So this is the frame that I had for you for past perfect tense, and I hope this idea is clear to all of us. Okay, we've taken ample of examples here for you people to work on it, and I hope these examples are helping you in framing your own examples. If you do not frame your own examples, it will become, I would say, it will be hard for you to have a better understanding of everything. Okay, because until unless you yourself feel confident, you won't be able to frame your own sentences. Okay, so keep working on it. Frame your own sentences. Talk to people in the same tense that we do every day. Not that person is asking you in present, you're answering in past. But yes, try to write something in that tense. Let's say, for example, today we did past perfect, right? Write something in past perfect, right? Try to jot few lines on using this tense and see how well can you put it into use. And still, if you face any trouble or doubt, you're free to ask us. Okay, there's no problem. Clarify your doubts and work on English. All right. So learners, keep learning and keep growing. Okay, and I shall see you soon. Thank you so much.